All right. Hopefully we've gone live and you can hear me now and maybe see me. Welcome to NachVille and the Club Carm edition of Live from NachVille. I dreamed I was flying through a cerulean sky. Pudge's smiling cherubim and Raphael's angels flew by. I could see my old school down below and the people I loved, and I felt not a care in the world as I soared up above. Yeah, I felt not a care in the world as I soared up above. Didn't need wings, I could steer with my legs and my arms. And no one could touch me, and nothing could bring me to harm. Like a happier version of the Icarus tale. Up and around the clouds and the trees, how I sailed. Up and around clouds and the trees, how I sailed. I was flying, flying through a cerulean sky. Now with no destination in mind, I went swooping through space, taking time to explore with no reason to hurry or race. It didn't seem strange, I could breathe, but I needed no air. Like an astronaut, naked and free of all troubles and care. Like an astronaut, naked and free of all troubles and care. I was flying, flying through a cerulean sky. I swung back to earth, taking in the spectacular scene. Flying over the Amazon, jungles of emerald green. From the hot golden desert to oceans of pure crystal blue. Following ley lines, and somehow it seemed that I knew. Following ley lines, somehow it seemed that I knew. I was flying, flying through a cerulean sky. With the sun I awoke, I yawned as I shook out my head. With a vision so vivid, I snuggled back into my bed. I just wanted to go back to sleep. I thought maybe I'd find I'd be back and flying through a cerulean sky. Go back and be flying through a cerulean sky. To be flying, flying through a cerulean sky. All right. Everything sound okay out there, hopefully? Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh man, it's lovely to see friends from all over and maybe even a few folks I don't know so well. So, big thanks to Carmen Jerome and Sharon McGeehan for sponsoring this edition of Live from NachVille, and a big thanks to my friend Jared Ingersoll for helping out again. And Carmen and Sharon were the ones who picked out the songs, but Jared is actually the one who sort of made the set list from what they gave me. So it's kind of a team effort. So the story behind Club Carm, I'm sure a few people are wondering what that's about, is the way that I got to know Carmen and Sharon was some years back, quite a few years back. I got word from Al Stewart's management, this is when I was touring with Al, that we were going to go and play a private show somewhere in New Jersey. Turned out to be basically a house concert. And Carm decided to call his venue Club Carm. And we came back, I think we did several with Al, and then Carmen and Sharon brought me back to do one on my own. Actually, I think I had my friends Mike Lindau and Liz Blygan with me on that occasion. And so we got to be friends, and kind of have been back in touch recently as Carm's been working on songwriting. So we'll talk more about that later. Anyway, this is one of the songs that they picked. It's another title track from a different album. Goes back a few years. It's called A Certain Distance. Goes like this. Himself behind the wheel of an unfamiliar automobile on a road that he has never seen, going to a town he's never been to again. And he wonders if he's lost the thread of the dreams that ran inside his head, like a shadow or a silhouette rushing off to see some friends he's never met before. And the satellite is beaming down its signal to your tiny town, but nothing's getting through. He's much too far from you, and you know it. Well, there's a certain distance, so you stay at home where you tend the fire, and you work until your eyes are tired. You feed the dog and you pet the cat. Every now and then you wonder where he's at right now. And the satellite is beaming down its signal to your tiny town, but nothing's getting through. He's much too far from you, and you know it. Well, there's a certain distance. Maybe it's all inside your head, but time and space are not the same, no matter what Uncle Albert said. Cloud for him means rain for you, with a ray of sunlight shining through every now and then, and it's not enough, and you wonder, is this really all that love can be? And there was a time you understood him, or at least you thought you could, but now you have your doubts, some words you can't make out from the poet. And the satellite is beaming down its signal tiny town, but nothing's getting through. He's much too far from you, and you know it. Well, there's a certain distance certain distance. All right. Thanks so much. So yeah, trying to use the looper now and again on some of my own stuff so that I can do a little more soloing than usual. Oh yes, Brian Chafin wrote a parody of that called Social Distance, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess didn't finish it. Not yet. I'll look forward to seeing that when it's done. So this next song is from an album called The Threads of Time, which was recorded with my two brothers, Jeffrey and Michael Nachmanoff, and I don't know if they're watching today or not, but if they are, hey guys, wishing you well. Anyway, we did this record. It was kind of an accidental record. We went in the studio in Virginia just to kind of see what would happen, because we used to play when we were growing up, and it came out pretty well. So I took the tracks back and mixed them, and I produced the record, so I think I can be safe in saying it's not my best produced record by any stretch of the imagination. But this is one of the songs from that collection that Carmen and Sharon requested. It's called Weaving the Dream, and it was inspired by a book of the same title about a Native American basket weaver named Mabel McKay, who actually lived in this region in Northern California near where I am. It's called Weaving the Dream. Spirit voices calling me, it tells me what to say. Never was that certain till it came to me one day. Growing up a Pomo girl, learning how to weave. Spirit says I've got a destiny, and I'm weaving the dream. Over, under, back, and through my dream. You can hear your spirit voices that calling you. I never was a doctor, but I've got the gift to heal. Nothing from a school or book, it's something that I feel. Well, sometimes it's exhausting, but I don't have any choice. When spirit calls, you listen to that voice, and I'm weaving the dream. Over, under, back, and through my dream. Your spirit voice, is it calling you? Digging up the sedge root like my mother did before. Keep the reeds so supple as we lay them on the floor. Special moments in my life, I tie the feathers on. This basket will keep living when I'm gone, and I'm weaving the dream. Over, under, back, and through my dream. Can you hear your spirit voice? Is it calling you? Are you weaving your dreams? Over, under, back, and through your dreams. Can you hear your spirit voice? Is it calling you? Is it calling you? Is it calling you? All right. Oh, cool. Nice to see Threads of Time getting some love. Another title track. This is funny. I didn't notice that, but they picked quite a few of the titles of different albums. So this is from an album called Time Before the Fall. I think I've told this story about the first time I ever played this song live was actually at the Royal Albert Hall in the middle of an Al Stewart concert when he suddenly sent the band off stage and invited me to play a song, and I thought I should probably do the title song of the latest album that I'd put out, which at the time was Time Before the Fall. And of course, I didn't realize until I got halfway through the song that I'd never played it in front of an audience before, so that was a little bit daunting, but I made it through. Somebody mentioned something about when would I be back to the UK. I would love to come back to the UK, but it may be a little while. I'm still not really getting back out to touring quite yet. Hopefully sometime later this year, and it takes a little organization to get overseas and do a tour. But if anyone wants to help organize one, feel free to let me know. Hopefully maybe I can get back sometime next year. Anyway, this is Time Before the Fall. You know what? I'm out of tune, and better to fix it now. There we go. Dreams of glory in his mind, and now he's made that long, hard climb. Took so long just to reach this day. Now he must travel far away. Just like Adam and Eve in the time before the fall. Babes in the woods thinking they could have it all, but you just can't have it all. No, you just can't have it all. Back at Harvard, she excelled. And everything she does so well. The perfect woman, the perfect mom. But now she wonders where all her joy is gone. Just like Adam and Eve in the time before the fall. Babes in the woods thinking they could have it all, but you just can't have it all. No, you just can't have it all. Well, it's a Faustian bargain, some kind of devil's deal. Trading time and love for money, losing touch with what is real. Beneath a fig tree, under a vine, with few possessions, but feeling fine. As love's rekindled and pressures lift, and they rejoice in nature's gift. Just like Adam and Eve in the time before the fall. Babes in the woods thinking they could have it all, but you just can't have it all. No, you just can't have it all. Thanks so much. All right. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Carl. Well, this one I think might have been a request from Jared rather than from Carm and Sharon, but certainly after all he's done to help me out, the least I can do is try and get his requests in there. I can't promise I'll get it right, but I'm going to try. Big thanks to all those who came out last month for the Al Stewart themed live stream. I'm not touring with him anymore, but still have a great appreciation for his music, and he's getting out touring again live, so I wish him well with all of that. And I'll do an Al Stewart song that I didn't do as part of the Al-themed one. We'll see if I can remember it. This is called Merlin's Time. It's the Other Merlin, by the way. You can look that up if you need to. Oh, I think of you now as a dream that I had long ago, in a kingdom lost to time. Through the forests of evening the archer is bending a bow, and I see you bring him bread and wine. Oh, we'll walk the stony roads of Merlin's time, and keep the watch along the borderline. Oh, we'll hear the legends passed in song and rhyme upon the shepherd's pipe of Merlin's time. Down the legions of years the invaders have taken this land and bent you to their will. Now the memory fades of the ancients and all that they had, though the memories linger around you still. Oh, we'll walk the stony roads of Merlin's time and keep the watch along the borderline. Oh, we'll hear the memories pass with song and rhyme upon the shepherd's pipes of Merlin's time. All right. Woo! Made it through that pretty clean. All right. Thanks. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Let's see. So this is, another title of an album here for you. Carm and Sharon wanted to hear the title track from the Threads of Time album. So haven't done this one in a while, but this one seems strangely appropriate given that some of you guys I've known for years and years, and it's just lovely to see that even with this pandemic and everything else going on, that we're still friends and we can be in touch like this. So this is to all my friends out there, especially the ones that go back a long way. The threads of time won't break. All right. Kitty, you got time. There ain't nothing that you can't do. See that you're free, you've got many more years to live through. Don't be letting defeat take you away. You'll be back on your feet, there's no need to be afraid. Oh, but the threads of time won't break. No, the threads of time won't break. There'll be changes in the plans that you will make. But the threads of time won't break. Maybe you think that you don't have any choice. You're trying to speak, but you've somehow lost your voice. When nobody understands what you mean, ideas in your head, it's like nothing they've ever seen. Oh, but the threads of try to think you're too young to use your mind. When they made you stand in line, you moved ahead, but you almost lost your mind. Well, there'll come a time when you'll just look back and say, maybe I couldn't have done it any other way. You'll be different, somewhat different from who you are, and you'll wonder just how you've come so far. Oh, but the threads of time won't break. No, the threads of time won't break. There'll be changes in the plans that you will make. Oh, yes, there will. Oh, but the threads of time won't break. No, the threads of time won't break. All right. Thanks so much. All right, man, you guys are so. It's just so lovely to see you guys out there. This is. I mean, I started out really not enjoying all this live streaming stuff at all, but I've really come around, and I'm so appreciative of all the people that have tuned in. Some of you have been there for pretty much every single show I've done, and I can't believe that, but I really am moved by it. So. Let's see, I'm going to do something you haven't heard before. As I said, my friend Carm had decided sometime in the fall to try his hand at lyric writing, unbeknownst to me. And when I ran a special for custom songs recently, he got in touch with me and said, I've got some lyrics that I'm wondering if maybe you can put to music. And we started to chat, and he wound up signing up to take some songwriting lessons with me, and he's been improving very rapidly, and we've started recording some of his songs. I think one of them might even be up on Spotify, or will be soon. This one I just finished recording. I don't think he's had time to post it anywhere yet, but he wrote the lyrics, I wrote the music, and it's almost got kind of a Motown feel or something, which is a little different than what I usually do. But it's fun. It's got some great backing vocals by my friend Megan Clevin, and some great drums by Bart Van de Zer from here in Davis. And the rest of it is, unfortunately, all me. But I haven't ever played this song live, so we're going to give it a try and see if I can do it. It's called Love Will Find Its Way Back to You, a nice optimistic kind of song from Carm and Jerome. The score, pieces of your heart lying on the floor. The pain that you're feeling won't last forever. In time, all the pieces will come back together. I've seen what love gone wrong can do. The breakup, the heartache, the feeling blue. The hope is waiting there to guide you through, and love will find its way to you. Don't lose sight if you feel off track. Sometimes you can't move forward without stepping back. Your love may feel the sting of rejection, but let your heart see it's only redirection. I've seen what love gone wrong can do. The breakup, the heartache, the feeling blue. But hope is waiting there to guide you through, and love will find its way back to you. Don't be afraid if the rain comes down. It'll calm you with its gentle sound. When that one love ends, look for another. It gives a broken heart the way to recover. A love that ends doesn't mean that it's the end. It's just another chance to begin again. Well, I've seen what love gone wrong can do. The breakup, the heartache, the feeling blue. But hope is waiting there to guide you through. And love will find its way back to love will find it. You know that. Oh, love will find its way back to you. Oh yeah. Yeah. A new song from Carm and Jerome with a little help from me, but it's all good. Thank you so much. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, the Midnight Sea. Well, my looper pedal was misbehaving on one of the songs I just did recently, so I didn't use it. Clear, clear, clear. Come on. So I was going to use it on this next song, but now I think I'm not going to try because it's being naughty. Maybe I will. Well, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Why not? You know, you guys are, or I'm among friends. You guys will be forgiving if I somehow crash and burn. Hopefully it won't. When the horses go down to the water at night, when the moon silhouettes the pelican's flight, will you promise to meet me by the phosphorus light? In the glow of the midnight sea, in the glow of the midnight sea. Now my hunger's as sharp as the salt in the air, cuts a trail through the night like a comet of flare. On the dunes in the distance, catch a glimpse of your hair. In the glow of the midnight sea, in the glow of the midnight sea. Yes, and far away the steel drum plays, the sound tumbles over the breeze, and the palm trees sway just like dancers. In the glow of the midnight sea, in the glow of the midnight sea. And we're rolling together down deep in the sand, and I feel you respond to the touch of my hand, and you're slick as the seals that come up on the land. In the glow of the midnight sea, in the glow of the midnight sea. Yes, and far away the steel drum plays, the sound tumbles over the breeze, and the palm trees sway just like dancers. In the glow of the midnight sea, in the glow of the midnight sea. I wonder how many small diamonds it takes to light up the water like the love that we made. And I'll hold you till morning or whenever you wake. 'Cause you glow like the midnight sea. Yes, you glow like the midnight sea. diamonds it takes to light up the water like the love that we made. And I'll hold you till morning or whenever you wake. 'Cause you glow like the midnight sea. Yes, you glow like the midnight sea. Yeah. All right. Thanks to my looper pedal, which I nicknamed Al. Pulled it off. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Okay. Well, big thanks to all these requests. Big thanks to Carmen and Sharon for all these great songs they're requesting that I enjoy playing. But as you might have noticed, a lot of the songs are from some of the older albums, so it's kind of nice. This is one of the songs from the latest album, from Cerulean Sky. And I was quite happy with the guitar solo that I played on that, but I can't play it live because I've only got 2 hands, not 4. But with my trusty looper pedal, maybe I can pull it off. It was actually not played on this guitar, but I think it was a Guild guitar belonging to my friend Phil Wilson, who's been present at the last 3 albums that I've made. He's been in the studio with me, and I don't think I can make a record without him anymore. He's a great cheering section, actually a really good set of objective ears, and also has a pretty nice collection of guitars, which he's very generous about letting me borrow. So a shout out to Phil if he's out there. Anyway, this is one called Better Friend. There was a time when we were close. We shared each other's secrets and all our hopes and dreams. But all those years out on the road took me far from you. I can't bridge this distance in between. And I'm sorry for all the times I hurt you. And it's sad to think some heartaches never mend. But it was never my intention to desert you. And I wish that I had been a better friend. Yes, I wish that I had been a better friend. And for a while you still tried, even though I wouldn't answer when I saw that it was you. Then it got hard as time went by to just pick up the phone and call. It seemed like more than I could do. And I'm sorry for all the times I hurt you. And it's sad to think some heartaches never mend. It was never my intention to desert you. And I wish that I had been a better friend. Well, you could say that circumstances of life change us, but that's such an inadequate excuse for neglecting something rare and precious. A friendship like we had is sad to lose. A friendship like we had is sad to lose. see that it's too late. The damage has been done, and we will not be close again. But I won't make that same mistake. I'll make the effort, take the time to be a girlfriend. 'Cause I'm sorry for all the times I hurt you, and it's sad to think some heartaches never mend. Well, it was never my intention to desert you, and I wish that I had been a better friend. Yes, I wish that I had been a better friend. All right. Woo! So let's just take a second. It's, as I said, it's really joyful and wonderful for me to see all you guys in the chat and know that you're here. Unfortunately, there are some pretty terrible things going on in the world, and it feels like I would be remiss if I didn't at least take a moment to acknowledge all the suffering that's happening right now in the Ukraine. And I have a song that kind of fits. So it wasn't on Carmen's list, so they can't be blamed for this, but seemed like it should be played today. As some of you know, I have a background in philosophy. I used to teach philosophy. I'm actually Dr. Dave, and this is one of those songs where it's kind of dragging in that little piece of my background, because it's based on a famous quote from Thomas Hobbes from his book, The Leviathan. Thirsty work, this. So this is called Time of War. And we'll leave tonight. Oh my darling, this is not a fight. When the battle is raging, there'll be no place to stand aside. And if we don't reach the border by dawn, there'll be nowhere to hide. How can love survive in a time of war? Life is solitary, short, nasty, brutish, and poor. The heart grows weary and battle sore. How can love survive in a time of war? In this tent there is no privacy. Hardly human, we're just refugees. We're like animals trapped in a pen. And I don't think we'll see our friends or our families again. How can love survive in a time of war? Life is solitary, short, nasty, brutish, and poor. The heart grows weary and battle sore. How can love survive in a time of war? In the blanket, feel the curve of your thigh. In the darkness, hear a baby cry. Moonlight casts its shadows on the bodies all around, like the aftermath of a battle, lying sleeping on the ground. A tiny plot of land to call our own, somewhere safer we can build a home. Here the line between life and death is as sharp as a knife. Is it too much to ask for a chance to make a new life? How can love survive in a time of war. Life is solitary, short, nasty, brutish, and poor. The heart grows weary and battle sore. How can love survive in a time of war? In a time of war. In a time of war. All right. Whew. Well, let's do something a little more cheerful after that. Going back to some of Carmen and Sharon's requests. This one is actually from the very first album, the Candy Shower album. Not the title track, but another one that is a really early song of mine. It was actually written when I was still in college, so kind of scary to think that I was probably not much older than my daughter is now when I wrote this song. Amen, Betsy. Let's hope we can all sing A Time of Peace soon. I'll be happy to write that song when it's possible. So this is inspired by a classmate of mine who was a big Bob Dylan fan. And if you listen closely, there's a few little subtle and not so subtle Dylan references plugged into it in hopes of impressing her. Didn't work, but that's okay. Got a nice song out of it. And I did used to sit out on the steps at Columbia University and literally sometimes stay up until the dawn playing guitar out on those steps. And I remember those days fondly. So this is it's called Play All Night. Oh, with your silken scarves and earrings in the glow of candlelight, I fell under your spell as the wine ran out on that moonlit night. I was cold, yeah, I was freezing. You took me in and kept me warm, keeping me from the darkness. You gave me shelter from the storm. And you should know that I would play all night just to see a smile upon your pretty face. Till my fingers bleed and my voice becomes a whisper in the darkness. I would throw my soul to the wind and let the music have its way. Oh, Marguerite, I know it's crazy, but you know that I would play all night for you. Oh, tonight I sit and wonder why I never took the time to know you till we had no time to spend. We're just like a woman, a mother, a daughter, a sister, or a lover. Well, most of all, I can thank you for being such a friend. And you should know that I would play all night just to see a smile upon your pretty face. Till my fingers bleed and my voice becomes a whisper in the darkness. I would throw my soul to the wind and let the music have its way. Oh, Marguerite, I know it's crazy, but you know that I would play all night for you. Well, it's been too long since anyone could make me lose control, take down my defenses and look deep into my soul. Oh, Marguerite, I know it's crazy, but you know that I would play all night for you. should know that I would play all night just to see a smile upon your pretty face. Till my fingers blade of my voice becomes a whisper in the darkness, I would throw my soul to the wind and let the music have its way. Oh, Marguerite, I know it's crazy, but you know that I would play all night. Oh, you've seen me play all night. Oh yeah, but you know that I would play all night for you. All right, thanks. Man, I'm gonna fire that rhythm guitarist for coming in late, but what can you do? I should give a big thanks to my wife Jen, who did the decorations again this time. Thank you, Jen, and of course our wonderful dog Remy for being the mascot and being my marketing wing. So thank you, Remy, for inviting everybody to come. All right. We do have a little surprise song to put in here, which is that apparently it was Sharon's birthday a few days ago. So let's all back at home sing her a quick happy birthday. It's a little jazzy version to Sharon. Here you go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sharon. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're enjoying the show. Carmen did warn me that he probably wouldn't be able to figure out the chat and all that. I wasn't going to do the chat, so I know they're listening, even though they're not in there typing. That's okay. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, I'll do a few more songs and wrap it up because I know at least here the weather's beautiful and it's the middle of the day. I know it's the middle of the night for some of you overseas. Thank you guys for tuning in. And on the East Coast, I guess it's kind of afternoon. But I know things are opening up in a lot of places, so people have other things to do besides sit in front of their television or computer monitor. And I am so grateful that you guys chose to come and share some of the day with me. I know most of the names in the chat, so I probably know most of you personally. But if I don't know you and you've never seen me before and you just stumbled in here by accident, thank you for being here. Please do go to either davenack.com or nachville.com and put your email in the little box so that we can stay in touch, because I'll let you know when something else is coming up. Lewis scared the cat. Wow. Okay. Very cool. So I'm gonna attempt another song that was not on the list, but I wanted to do it. This was actually co-written with a friend of mine named Kevin Quinn, and he's a really wonderful songwriter who I respect a lot. And I did debut this on the December live stream, so some of you have heard it before, but otherwise it's really never been performed, and I wanted to practice doing it. It seems strangely appropriate in these times, maybe because it was written in these times. It's called "I'm Not Gonna Fight." It goes like this. Tried to keep love alive, propped up by a crutch. Lately I just limp through life. Seems it's all too much. I'm not proud of pointing fingers, tired of placing blame. Heaven knows that I'm not perfect, so what's the point of this game? Well done, well done, you've won the war. I can't say the dark days are over, but the angels of light are with me tonight. I'm not gonna fight anymore. enough, I surrender. Time to let it go. Broken hearts and battle scars are all we've got to show. Let's get back to brighter days before we tried and failed, when peace and love were all we needed and kinder words prevailed. Well done, well done, you've won the war. I can't say the dark days are over, but the angels of light are with me tonight, and I'm not gonna fight anymore. Wish we could waltz like we did in the days, careless and free as the wind. Well, here we are, hallelujah, laughing once again, singing songs and sharing memories. Missed you, my old friend. Well done, well done, we've won the war. I don't know where it's all gonna go, but the angels of light have spoken tonight. We're not gonna fight anymore. No, I'm not gonna fight anymore. Thanks so much. All right. Well, let's wrap this up with Grateful. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not exactly sure who that is in the chat with that name that had knee surgery, but I'm glad this is helping your rehab. Anything I can do to make something a little better than it was. Speaking of which, I don't usually do television recommendations, but if you haven't already seen it, the show The Good Place is an amazing show. It's with Ted Danson, and it's one of the only shows on TV that actually has a philosopher on staff, which I think is really cool. Oh, Chuck, okay, cool. Anyway, thanks to everybody who was here today listening. It means so much to me. Thanks to all who donated. My family thanks you too. Remy's happy he can get some more dog food. And I will be back with more live streams, and I will be back in person at some point. So hopefully not too long from now. So please do stay in touch. And let's wrap this up with a little song of thanks, because I am so grateful to all of you for being here. This is called Grateful. Grateful for the sun that warms this valley, for the flowing of the water and the wind. I'm grateful for the cool of summer evenings, and every time the morning comes again. But sometimes I forget, so for now I'd like to say I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for my family that surrounds me, for the joy of all and their wisdom, and my ever-growing company of friends. But sometimes I forget, so for now I'd like to say I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. And I know there will be struggles yet to come. But still I have to smile. And I know our time is short, but I'm glad to be part of the dance for a while. I'm grateful for this gift of sharing music, for the fragrance and the sweetness of the wine. I'm grateful for the bounty at our table, and the sparkle of my lover's eyes that shine. But sometimes I forget, so for now I'd like to say I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. Thank you so much. That's it for Live from NachVille, the Club Carm edition, and I hope I'll see you all again soon. All right, take care.